Hello? Why do I have to scream? Hello? Hello? Okay, it works. What changed? Okay. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Okay. It's working now. That's really weird. But why are we having issues? Okay, great. I didn't change any of my settings. And for some reason it was really messing up my audio. I don't know why. But we're fixing it. So what happened was we lost all of our viewers. Um The thing happened where all of my devices turned off, and usually they just turn back on, and it's not that big of a deal. It just can happen at, annoying times, but it usually doesn't affect things too much. All my shit turned off and wouldn't turn back on. And so I had to like force restart my computer because I couldn't even click to close a program. I couldn't even navigate my computer with my keyboard because I had neither. So, gotta get everything going again. Hello? Hello? I'm not even.
Battery 60%.
I'm not even picking up audio on my headset, am I? Okay, I am. Why can't I monitor? Why can't I hear this when I'm trying to monitor it? Hello? I guess I just can't monitor my output anymore. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Uh, okay. Did things actually go back to normal when I redid that? I think so. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, I replugged my mic and suddenly my audio fixed itself. I don't. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Okay, that sounds how it should sound. Sorry for the tech issues that we are suddenly dealing with. We need to get back in queue. I would hope there's not a queue at this time of night because it's Sunday night. So it shouldn't be bad. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Or else I need to take it into the shop, and I don't want to do that. Because then I wouldn't be able to stream. Perfect. Yeah, Pride Month ends in 3 minutes, and my PC decided to, like, jump off a cliff. I have 7 people in queue. Perfect. I was really worried. It's like, oh god, if this happened on any other day, we would be sitting here for like 2 hours waiting to get back into the game. But thankfully, Weekend Rush is over, so now it's only going to be bad at prime time. And it's not ever going to be as bad as it is on opening weekend, you know? Okay, good. It's just replaying the cutscene. I was worried it was going to skip it.
I thought this place was...
Yeah.
Then it's from a...
Don't.
Wildcat?
Oh my god. I wish we could fast forward, because even skipping all the dialogue, it doesn't skip the scene, so we still have to wait for them to do all their actions. He's at a pivotal moment too. That's the worst part. It happened during a pivotal cutscene.
There's something on the other side, but how did we get over there?
It happened during like a important cutscene.
That's how.
Right then.
That's...
How do we...
Come and look at this. Your tablets might...
My god. Move faster when I'm skipping dialogue.
Leave it to Alfino.
Good for you, Val. Now we're back inside.
Is this it? The Golden City?
Though there is some resemblance, it doesn't quite live up to what the Yokwi.
Okay, here we go. This is where we were.
You, my dear daughter.
Okay, we saw that. That was the last line.
So we did it. We made it to the end.
You seem more perplexed than joyous.
It's just. This place is unlike anything we've seen in Tural. Never mind the peculiar stone. So I am given to wonder, what exactly lies beyond that gate?
Nothing less than the Golden City of Legend, I assure you. No circumstance prevents us from opening the gate.
No. How do we
As
open
to
it?
what the city is and what Gall of Valdesium discovered all those years ago, this knowledge and more, I will share with you after your ascension. What you choose to do with it will be up to you.
The Golden City is real. It took a while, but I finally found it.
Come, let us return to Duliola.
No, we're right here.
Home at last.
No, we're right here. When I go through the gate. Please. Well, we've done it. We've seen Wuklamot to victory in the Rite of Secession. Like me, I expect you have no few questions about the Golden City, but they must wait until our claimant has settled into her new role. Even as we speak, she prepares for the ascension ceremony back at the palace. I'm given to understand it will be held in a few days' time. In the meantime, let's all enjoy a well-deserved rest. Now I want to go. Next, all I get is 3 stacks of essential dignity, correct? Yeah, the next ability isn't until Sun's, and Sunsign's such a whatever. Get 3 essential dignities. Next level. Alright, cutscene time. Surprised to see me. Suppose it's only natural. May I come in? I haven't properly thanked you. That my sister was able to realize her potential is testament to the quality of her traveling companions, particularly you. For that you have my heartfelt gratitude. I only did as you might in my position. My primary business is My primary business in calling is to deliver a message from Lamachi. As you well know, after the Ascension ceremony, she will officially take up the mantle as Dawn Servant. She has expressed a desire for you to accept a post within her administration, while making no mention of me. You needn't decide immediately, and my sister will broach the matter with you again after the ceremony. Whether you continue to assist Lamachi or not is up to you. That is all. If you'll excuse me. Yeah, right. You have become someone irreplaceable to her. As her brother, I acknowledge that with no little jealousy. But believe me when I say that I hope you will stay by her side. And thus it arrived. The day of the Dawn Servant Ascension Ceremony.
What a crowd! As befits the changing of Dawn Servants.
It's me, I'm the Dawn Servant.
It's starting.
Is he gonna wake up for the ceremony?
Look! He's here!
head of reason is resting again. Thought he'd grace us for this occasion at least.
People of Tuliolal, you honor us with your presence. For on this auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the next. The succession of Dawn's servants. But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant, whose determination, wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph in the City of Gold.
Imagine her, like, the first promise, try some stupid shit here.
My daughter, Wook Lamont.
Imagine when basically try to rally the military to have like a martial uprising.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Long live the Dawn Servant! Long live Tuliolal!
Growing up in this city, I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tulihyolal. But my journey showed me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation. Through the time-honored Ihana, the Hanuhanu taught me how they nourish and cultivate both the land and their bonds with visitors. And with their alpacas and tradecraft, the Pelupelu showed me the depths of their patience and fortitude, to know when to push through and when not to push your luck. From the Moblins and their artisans, I gained insight into the power of creativity, that it is when we are filled with passion and bolstered by the support of others that we produce our best works. And in Kozamauka, I was moved by the history and hopes of the Yokhui, who believe that death isn't the end, that we live on so long as we remembered. I felt joy and harmony in Yaktel when I tasted Shebruk Bibil, the dish that marked the beginning of peace between the Shebral and Mamurja after centuries of warfare. And I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm hopeful that they will find what they seek through friendship and community, for we are all Turali.
Understanding with Mamuk? What sorcery did she use on them?
All of which is to say that, as I've come to know our nation, I've seen the ways in which we thrive, and the ways in which we still struggle. Some in Kozamauka must resort to banditry to survive. A faction of Yokhui still cling to dreams of conquest. Not everyone lives in peace and plenty. And there's still so much of Tulihyolal I don't know. Places I haven't seen, and people I haven't met. That's why I hope to keep learning about and from you, that we might build a nation where everyone knows happiness. Because if there's one thing my journey has taught me, it's that your happiness is my happiness!
Is this going to be our Christian rock song of the expansion?
A single person, does it?
Oh dear. What is she doing?
Yeah.
Me being cringe.
My father led Tuliyollal to prosperity by the resolve and reason of his 2 heads. But my 1 head can only get us so far. To further change our nation for the better, I'll need someone else.
Her brother. Because she values him.
Someone with the knowledge and insight that I lack. So what do you say? Be Dawn servant with me, Kona?
Lamachi, are you certain?
Absolutely. You take reason, and I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawn servant.
You'll have no objections from me, of course. But mine is not the approval you need.
During my time abroad, I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I introduced to our nation. Dirigibles now soar the sky in the south, while locomotives traverse the land in the north.
And we still haven't even been there yet.
I was convinced that by imitating foreign powers, we could assert our strength and thereby deter invasion. Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager to cast aside, and the very people I wish to protect. My own journey has taught me that culture isn't a hindrance to progress, but a shared value that binds us, connecting lives and generations. With your blessing, I vow to help Tuliyollal prosper in a way that honors the hopes and heritage of all her peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less. For ultimately, I harbor the same wish as my sister, to give you cause to smile. That is my heartfelt desire.
Glad this didn't go to waste. This is the Lay of Legacy, Be part of the Tulihyola saga, where you and I become the next Dawn servant.
Good heavens! Don't tell me this is what kept you so busy ahead of the ceremony.
Just so you know, I didn't decide this on a whim. After reflecting on all we've been through, I realized it was the only answer.
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud. Of course you knew. It's been 3 years since
I was
my
right.
brother
Okay.
left us.
I was right. I was right. I called it. I called it like day one. I think the other head is dead. And the reason he wants to get a successor is because he won't live forever with a dead head hanging on him. I was correct. I predict the future all the time.
It cannot be. The head of
I knew
reason
it.
is no longer with us.
Oh, tragic tidings.
I didn't want to believe it.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could be chosen.
Yeah, that's fucking sad. But I knew it. I
Planning the
knew it.
right was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests, and labored nigh without cease. And then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. A sneaky bastard. But he did well. I have to give him that. The outcome speaks for itself.
Though not quite to the original script.
Well, they have,
Your new
you know,
Dawn
two different
servant
heads with two different
rises.
brains controlling
May
things.
they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolol.
They're also very old. I can't believe I literally called that beat for beat. I mean, it could have been a tumor, it could have been brain failure, it could have been many things that happen in one part of your body but not the other, inside the head. Ooh, Glamat was brilliant up there, wasn't she? The part of the second promise was surprising, but between the two of them, I dare say new Dawn servants will be capable of anything. The future of Tuliolal is bright indeed. I also knew they were going to share the throne. I also called that. I mean, getting the head removed would be like major. That's not like simple. And also, it would also be like a big political message if everybody just knew that the head was dead already, you know? Like half of your leader is already dead. That causes a lot of instant turmoil in politics. When he's trying to set up his successor, that would have been, yeah, it would have been real bad.
Change is in the air, and it's all because of our little firebrand. Every Ilmer father's daughter, that one. I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
I love whenever Rogadins are like, they get like special models. They just kind of look like humans. But like the Rogadin in game that you can play don't look like that. Like I was very confused at first when I learned that Gosetsu from Stormblood is a Rogadin. Because like, you know, he's built like a Rogadin, but his face looks nothing like any Rogadin. Even the Rogadin in... gagged. Even the Rogadin in like Doma don't look like him. But it's like whenever a Rogadin gets a special like model because they care about the character enough. They don't look anything like the Rogadin we have. And that doesn't happen with anyone else. Like Estinian looks like an Ellison. Aymeric looks like an Ellison. Roban looks like a Highlander. Like you look at him and you know he's a Highlander. Uklamat has truly come into her own, has she not? Indeed, even she moved the people with her heartfelt words. She retained her characteristic spontaneity, as evidenced by her nomination of Kona as the fellow Dawn servant. As sudden as it was, I would like to believe that she gave it all due consideration. She could do far worse. Kona completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Uklamat secure victory. I look forward to seeing how Tuliala will prosper under their care. Everyone, thank you for coming. I can see you all perfectly from up there. That was an impressive speech, Dawn Servant. I told you, no titles. Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than family. So, like my family does, I'd like for you to call me Lamachi. It'll be my honor, Lamachi. Thank you, it means a lot to me. It would also be my honor to call you Lamachi. Might as well. Indeed, consider us your Eorzean cousins, if such a notion appeals to you. Eorzean cousins. It's a little embarrassing, but not in a bad way. There's still lots I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. I want to thank my supporters who are visiting for the occasion. Could you wait for me here? Of course, we'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me, Prince? Wonderful. Come and meet me outside the Winged Walk then. Okay, but like, what's gonna happen? We still have like at least 2 or 3 more dungeons. Another trial. At least one other trial. No, we have like 2 more trials. Like, it's taken a long time to get here, but there's still a lot of content that's usually in the main expansion. Ready? Let's go. Our first stop is Aunt T's Tacos. And not just for a snack, I promise. Wukavu and Mablu should be there. Dawn Servant Uk Lamat, words cannot express how the profound joy your ascension has brought me. No need for formalities, I'm still the same old me. Alright then, I shall forgo formalities. But I cannot, you are the Dawn Servant, too disrespectful is it for me to address you without your due title. As Dawn Servant, I'm ordering you not to bother with formalities. Alright then. I won't bother anymore. I could more easily converse with a drunken alpaca. Thank you for helping Uk Lamat become Dawn Servant, Prince. Political opinions in our community may be divided, but a Dawn Servant's ascension presents us all with a prime opportunity, which is why I convinced everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. Wonderful plan, no? My first big undertaking as a merchant. I do like the sound of a sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. So good to see you all again. I wanted to personally thank each of you for your help. Feat of Reeds and the Feat of Gold were my first true tests as claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed the rite of secession before I fully understood its importance. Like, it feels like the story's doing like a victory lap when we're not even done yet. Now that you've given me a taste for celebrating culture, I can't wait to see what else Tulial has to offer. In Shok Taral, for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer my services as a tutor, should you desire them. I can think of no better instructor. I'll be sure to bring Kona as well. Your duties as a Dawn Servant will be plentiful, but don't forget your promise to attend Ihihana's next season. Congrats, Axel. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. When I've made a name for myself as a merchant, I'll come by the palace and tell you all about my biggest sales. I look forward to it. I've been personally attending to your alpaca's care. Dare we hope to see you at the ranch again? Tell my fluffy, spit-filled friend that Uk Lamat will visit soon. Anyways, you'll have to excuse us. Oh, you haven't seen Fantan Jean around here, have you? Tall, slim fellow with big pointy ears? Some may imagine that description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy. Yeah. Like, once again, we're doing the victory lap thing. We still have to go to Shok Taral and do a lot of stuff there. Janelle Santa Cruz rating. Hi, Janelle. I don't know why my raid alarm thing didn't go off. Oh, wow. Hi, Sparks. Hi, Janelle. How was the stream? Andy's home now. Yay. Hi, Andy. Welcome home. Glad you didn't get lost. Thank you for the raid. How was stream? Hello, Up Until Dawn. I'm out of drag today because it's Sunday and I don't usually stream on Sunday, but we've been playing the new Final Fantasy expansion and I can't stop playing it. Hi, Serenity. You left all Pride Month. That's crazy. You said I can't be on Twitch during Pride. I'm straight. And I applaud you for it. Love seeing me on a Sunday. A rare occurrence, because it's the only day I usually take off these days. I'm glad you're home though, Andy. That's nice. True ally allowing the gays to take over. Exactly, exactly. We need to all do something soon, because we haven't played with you in so long, Andy. Me, you, Janelle, and Doll Thighs need to get together to do something. Maybe we can have like a. There's lots of 4-player games, and maybe even Steek and Danae if there's a 5-person game we can play. I don't know. We need to find something. Big party game. Yeah, big party time. I think it'll be nice. Oh yeah, we could do clowns since Andy hasn't been able to play it really. Like a Final Fantasy 14 trial, please. But yeah, we should like open a DM together or something so we can like actually organize something, because we're all very guilty about being like, let's do something, and then it takes us forever for anyone to actually be like, to actually like put forth an idea and a time and a place. But I think a Killer Clowns night would be fun, because that we can fit a lot of people in that lobby. Outbreak, oh my god. An Outbreak lobby with like 15 people. Could you imagine? Could unlock it like that, like we were doing at Lethal Company. It would be madness. Also, there wouldn't be enough supplies for everyone, so people just die. Also, Val, thank you for the extra codes, by the way. I need to start putting those in. Need more coffee. But yeah, the Final Fantasy expansion has been really nice so far. We're like, I think we're definitely past the halfway mark now through the story. All right. I will be back in just a minute. I just need to make myself another iced coffee, because I'm thirsty, because I do a lot of talking when reading all this dialogue. So yeah, enjoy the nice jazzy music, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Mercury has zoomies right now. So I played with him a little bit. All right. Also, in terms of Outbreak, I mean, if you want to try to walk Dalthais through the entire PlayStation 2 setup, be my guest. We got stumped on that level with him, and we just sort of gave up on it. Dawn Servant, Prince, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey to Tuayalal isn't a short one. Long road worth the travel to congratulate new Dawn Servants. To hear the head of reason has passed brings me sorrow, but we who remember him will ensure he lives on. May the accolades of this day be as offerings to the future he envisioned. The High Luminary and I attend on behalf of Whirler's Echo. Had our people come en masse, we would have been an obstruction. Nonsense, you're always welcome. All of you, this is your city as much as anyone's. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, Prince, though I know little of the particulars. I can only imagine your latest adventure had been both long and colorful. Beginning with near shipwreck, if you'll remember, yet here we stand celebrating the ascension of your claimant. When my journey began, I thought of only preserving the peace that my father worked so hard to create, but the feat of Pots, the feat of Proof, and the feat of Ice showed me that peace is not simply the absence of war. Being able to live together in safety and happiness, that was what my father envisioned for this nation. That is the Tuliolal that I want for you all. So I promise you this, as Dawn Servant, I will do everything I can to bring that same happiness to the bandits in Kozamauka and the Yahui of Tirwagar Saltern. I won't forsake them. As I was moved by your father's influence, so too may the Tirwagar come to accept your peace. Their beliefs had stood for a millennium, while not easily shifted, neither are they immutable. Well, I can be pretty determined. They'll come around eventually, mark my words. I can vouch for the efficacy of such determination. Thanks to the Moblins' hospitality, I've been able to rediscover my joy of my craft and honor my father's legacy. Now that good living is secure, the village overflows with field smiles. Such cooperation between Hands and Potsworn is the very spirit of a healthy pot pact. A partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. I look forward to seeing the fantastic pieces you produce. There are some other people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's try to find Hunmurug. The Shabrak's Rocks. I believe I saw him in the sands below. The Gleam Sands, thank you. Enjoy your time in the city, and remember, this will always be your home too. Considering the Giants built the city, they should definitely be able to come. My, you honor us with your personal visit, Dawn Servant. Congratulations upon your ascension. No, none of that. My title may have changed, but I'm still just Wuklamat. More than just, I'd say. You have grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. I hope so, but big events like this make me wonder, you know, what my birth parents might say if they knew. I imagine they would say it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you have become. you my thanks as well for fulfilling your promise to me. I told Bakul Jaja to stay with us so we could all congratulate you in person, but he marched off muttering something about not being able to face you just yet. The boy needs purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He was always too obliging for his own good. I'm sure he'll find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family is there for him. That we are. By the by, have you seen Ketenram anywhere? Tankwa, that is. Ketenram, was it? A strong name, if a bit exotic. We called upon him before leaving Mamuk, but he wasn't at home. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. The first promise was notably absent as well, though I assumed he required time to salve his injured pride. Everyone thought he'd be the one to succeed Papa. My victory must have come quite a shock to him. Well, he literally was going to murder somebody to get it. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. We're ready to appear when we least expect him. He's gonna be the villain. We'd best be going, but relax, enjoy, and make yourself at home, and come and visit us anytime. He's gonna be so mad that he lost that he's gonna try to capture the power of the Golden City to conquer the world with. We'd best be going, but relax, enjoy, and make yourselves at home, and come and visit us anytime. I'm telling you, that's going to be the plot point for the second half of the story. Alright, I think I found everyone I could find. Let's return to the others in the Winged Walk. So we can get more hunts now, right? Slay. Slay. Okay, we can get more hunt marks now. Did it increase the vendor rewards? No. Welcome back. Hope you didn't rush on our account.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about. I'm sure he made it abundantly clear. But I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tuliyola with me.
I kind of can't stay tied down like that, though. I'm kind of the warrior of light.
I'm not forcing you, of course. But should you wish it, you'll always have a place here.
Something like, if you can get me an instanced housing, maybe? Do you know what an instanced house is?
Ah, that's right. This is for you. A permit granting passage to Shaktural.
Finally.
Which, as I recall, you've yet to see. An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no? I can't believe our journey is over already. You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn servant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
For now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Sharlayan.
What about the rest of you?
Alize and I also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth, that is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it. And by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tuliyola as well.
By all means. Your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
Yeah. There's a big chunk of the map I still haven't even seen.
Of course. You're hardly the type to leave half a continent unexplored.
Then perhaps we could travel together? The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural. If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Then it's farewell for now. Take care, all of you.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shak-Tural Skygate.
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
Past these gates and over the bridge lies Shak-Tural. You have your permit, yes? Packed and ready? No last minute stops to make before we leave? Forgive me, I'm afraid traveling with our new Dawn servant may have scarred me for life. The Skydeep Cenote. They did reseal it. Well, 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 look who it is. Trying to seek the City of Gold, I see. But you don't have the keystones. Unless you stole them. You stole them. Look at me calling another plot point. He's gonna try to use the City of Gold's power to take over Tural and then the world. Because he's evil. This is the gate to the Golden City. 2 decades ago, your father bade me transcribe a letter to a scholar across the salt petitioning the study of this place. What he discovered was something the Dawn servant feared enough to seal away forever. Or so he thought until the Right's objectives became the City of Gold. But to think that Tanqua would be entrusted with its safekeeping, had I known that doddering fool carried a set of keystones, he might have spared ourselves the tiresome feats. Oh. He had the keystones. Great power sleeps here, and with it you shall obtain your birthright. So you say, yet the new Dawn servant succeeded where I could not. Taking their throne will be no easy task. The resilient son underestimates his own potential. There's no need for worry. I have liberated the key from the Dawn Servant's vault. You alone have the means to unlock the gate. You will gain all you were denied. The right, your father's shade. These bitter memories shall soon be forgotten. Seize your future, promise. Open the gate and become the ruler you were destined to be. Oh. Is some there can hear me? At last. Who's there? Show yourself. If only I could. Alas, this gate will not open for me. Only the key in your possession can connect us. Then you are the guardian of the city's great power? I do not claim this power is great, but the knowledge I possess is enough to realize any desire to remake worlds. Is that so? It's getting maniacal. Fascinating. Name your price then, for my desire is the world itself. Yes, yes, the resilient sun rises. Together we shall create a nation worthy of our rule. And kill him. Promise. Why? Got what you deserve. The useless tool is cast aside. Build your purpose, and now you're dead. Deliver me a new world, one that bends to my will. As you wish, but in exchange. Will we know what's to be exchanged? I don't think so. It's gonna be revealed later. Ready to get underway? Then present your travel pass to the guard and let us be off. You won't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. The bridge to Shak'Tural is a wonder in its own right. Hopefully we actually get to, you know, go on it. And it's not just a, Gate is barred to all those who's... Yeah, I have one. Signed by Val Wook Lamont herself. My apologies, sir.
Shall we then?
That's a big bridge. Ooh, I like this track.
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaloni, where the sun guides in the Shitona town. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered. Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona's supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated
Now I
by
love
blue
this aesthetic.
flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
Shaloni?
My home, Yasulani, lies past Shaloni.
Shaloni, yeah.
It'll be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier. As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
Jorton Rodik? Afraid so. If won't suffice, I have a creature ready and waiting. But if you need to, then you'll have to wait. Ronik have been acting strangely of late, more easily than otherwise disagreeable, picking out a few fit for rent and proven bothersome work. Oh. It's causing them to act weird. Their eyes look wild. Bulging red eyes. Usually so docile, and the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either. Much has changed since the last I was here. Not the best start to our journey. I have a motorcycle. Still, the train station isn't far. Seeing as we are in a hurry, let's go on foot. About that, sir. As well traveled as you look, it's not only the Ronik that has been giving us trouble. Other wildlife have been showing signs of aggression too. Merchants should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around until they do, and I'll see you both to Ronik for a safer trip. Your offer is most appreciated, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. But the Ronik, Arafel, the Ronik. This is your first time in Shaloni, then I understand your enthusiasm. It'd be a shame for you not to ride one at least once while you're here. The landscape looks gorgeous. A fair point. If we're to give you the authentic Shaloni experience, I suppose it's worth the wait. Right, change plans. A small town nearby, we could pass the time there while waiting. Take your head into Usatawi. Usatawi? I'll have a man bring the Ronik over there. Just mind you around the drunkards and the troublemakers, eh? Underbrush is so dense, it looks so good. I see an ether current. Okay, one sec. Sorry. I know I just got up to get coffee. I'm back. My little black dress. Yeah, I'll hail the chair. This is a great track. Like distorted guitars. Oh, I love it. Last time I was here was there was little more than a camp or a shop or three. Now it's a little town. The little cactar sign is really cute.
Well, it's become a proper town.
That says bar. That says saloon. Wanted posters. Gunslingers.
Now hold on a minute.
With this voice acting. Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the Deputy Chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat? Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
The accent like came and went. What happened?
Little runt. Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law.
I like their accents just come and go. They'll show up and they say something and then they'll just disappear.
Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch.
Yeah, Sam. Well, they're like trying to go for like a southwesterny kind of, accent. And that's from someone from Texas. It'd be like, order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those who don't, well, they've got to answer to the Dust Watch. It's like, there's certain ways that this would go. And it's just like, they'll be like, order may be precarious. It'd be like, they're like, it's like normal sounding American accent goes into a randomly Western, like a randomly like country sounding word, and then it goes back.
Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
Fine. If that's how it's gonna be.
Director might be a non-English speaking. I don't know.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Hey.
Is that?
That's where Stydian's been this entire time. I was wondering where he went. We saw him for a
There's
brief
a time
moment.
to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey!
What are you doing, Zekawa? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute! You sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
You're quoting them. I just find the accent work to be weird. As someone who's like natural accent,
You want to tell me what that was about?
it comes from a place like this. It's very strange.
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekawa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Yeah, like if it's supposed to be like a regional thing, like
go make my
his
rounds.
voice is sounding more like consistent. This like Makote guy. But the rest of them, the other ones were like not at all.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd.
I mean, they are
Talker's wife
like
is a new dawn servant.
random
Like
side
you found it
characters.
then, the Golden City.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just
These
seeing what there is
regions,
to see.
Shaktarals would have wanted to see the most. How very like you.
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy.
Are you getting better at finances?
Foreseeable future. But for now, I shall be moving on. Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. Surprisingly delicious.
Finally, we're eating the cactar.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
Well, things have changed. Things have changed. I bet they would be kind of tasty though. If they're like prickly pear. I'm gonna attune really quick. You thought Starry Muse was a heal? It's just a party buff. No sooner do we set out blah, 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 then we run into excitement. At least no one was hurt. This Dustwatch has their work cut out for them. For as long as I can remember, all disputes big or small was settled by dueling. Peoples of Shaloni rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. Since most would sooner not risk their lives, though, it encouraged parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion. The Dustwatch was likely established by supporters of Kona, preferring peace to be enforced through formal rule of law. Reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Landsguard would be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Zoralj's authority. All of which is to say, unless a lengthy stay in a jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. I should like to think that the stableman has arrived with their Ronique by now. I'll go and check. If you still want to have a look around, be my guest. Come and find us when you had your fill. We've gotten like little tastes of like southwesterny kind of locales before. Like in Shadowbringers, we had what was that place called? I forgot what it was called, but they had a town in starts with a T. What is it? An Amarang. Twine. Twine is pretty like southwesterny themed. But this is the first time they fully committed to it. Yeah, there's a little bit in Thavnair. There's like a little bit of southwesterny influence. Not a ton, but there's a bit. This is the first time they've like really just full sent it. It looks great. This is where the jail's at. Oh, he's already doing reckless things. We can go out the side doors. That's something new. Oh, they have a little table out here. You can have a little wine together. It's cute. We're already an hour and a half into the stream. You know, actually, we're like 8 hours in. And I don't want to stop. Oh my god, this saloon is so cute. Oh, the saloon is cute. And the bartender's cute. I love this. And the back door opens. You don't want to do Pagelthan again? Why would you have to do Pagelthan again? You're already out leveled it. You're past it. A little stage up here. Thought this was a player character at first. Your highest current dungeon? Oh, well, if you just need the XP. I thought you already hit 90 though. Unless you're just trying to hit 91 or whatever. You should be able to start once you hit level 90, right? Oh, you're getting Pictomancer. Oh. Husatawi. Situated near the Tuliala trailhead, this settlement was originally built as a supply depot to facilitate the exploration and development of the Shaloni wilderness. As time passed, however, a new saloon and other establishments and entertainments drew up local cerulean miners. Within a few short years, the depot has become a thriving trading post. I love it here. The friend, I take it? Sorry to keep you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. I've also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Ronique. Which is why I have to ask that you stop at Sheshenawezi Springs. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dusk Watch dealt with the banditry? Amok and his fellows are doing the best they can, but they reckon the bandits are all operating as a gang. Round them up is easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for your warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Right then, if you're ready to set off, then I'll see you on your way. Ready? Then saddle up. Your friend seems to know the way, so I won't bother giving you directions. Work. I love this theme. Oh. Things are changing, Aaronville. There's a cerulean bomb. Oh. Cerulean bubbling up to the surface. No sooner did we dismount than the next passengers are already on their way. They are really short of Ronique. Now then. This is Sheshenawezi Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Sholani. People travel here from all over hoping to find their fortune. The change come to Husatawi was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the east side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to my old friend and my mentor. Ayate is her name. If she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. She set out from her village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Tural. I can't but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her an easy to spot. Yes, I'm Yate. Who might you be? He is my friend. Could it be? Goodness, it is. Ellen Aaronville, yes. A man grown. You were such a darling little child. You know, it's only been 3 years since we last spoke. Really, only 3. I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Iate. She's known my mentor since they were children. You didn't want to start dawn yet since it's almost 5 a.m. You're barely holding on. That's fair. Nice to meet you. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown, Elene Shipya. Elene Shipya? Elene Shipya? What do they call you here? All right. I was born Elena Shipya. Elena Shipya, I think. I adopted a new name when I became a gleaner, one that adheres to Eastern Viera conventions, so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that this is a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate it if you'd continue using my chosen name. A homecoming, you know? I've been thinking of paying the old stamping grounds a visit myself. It would be good to see Kasiwa again. She's the finest archer I know. Elena Shipya's mother and mentor. Every time I drop by, she's a treat. She treated us to a veritable feast, prepared with fresh game she hunted herself. You're impressive with a bow too, Yate. Even among the Shatona. Oh, I wouldn't compare to Kasiwa. But her skill at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among the Gulul Jaja's traveling companions after all. Oh. She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tural lit a fire in her. Even after Elene's was born, she oft left him in my care so that she may embark on another expedition to search of the unknown. Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. Must have been hard on you. Iate, please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? No matter how many times he asked, the answer would always be the same. You can come when you've proved you're a true explorer. I haven't grabbed my free Fantasia yet, no. I have not. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assumed it was but a dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. But it was real, and we found it. You found it? As part of the rite of secession, I assumed everyone had heard. That's amazing! Oh, she'll be thrilled. And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Well, we should be on our way. Please don't, servant. It's Christmas. Oh, help! What's that about? We'll investigate. Please wait here. I'm definitely going to be doing these lights whenever I'm not in drag because this is so much easier on my eyes.
fun.
No doubt these are the infamous local bandits. Please, you have to help. I've been robbed. It's Namika Wuk-Lamott's nursemaid. Ooh. Erenville Prince.
Come any closer, we'll slit her throat from ear to ear.
If you so much as nick her skin, you won't live to regret it. Oh yeah? Look at your shitty haircut. Hold on, did he say this is Wuk-Lamott's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss, we'll deal with this. Please, you have to give it back. Oh no, she's gonna go after him. Well, time to do a little murder. I'm going after Namika. This slot I'd leave to you. Well, you'll find, Axel, that I have a pink light and a blue light that counteract each other in terms of circadian rhythms. Cocky bastard, I'll hang him by the ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. Oh. I'm gonna read you. We can deal with them later. First, we need to put this one in the dirt. As they say here, where we live. Ooh, hunt mark. We need to kill 3. Not a very big cemetery. Thank you. I didn't know what I would have done without you. The bandit managed to get away, but I have an idea of where they headed. You said they stole something from you. A bracelet was a parting gift from Wuk-Lamott. See, closest you two are, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. What brings you all this way? The rite of secession ended, and Wuk-Lamat crowned the next Dawn Servant. She is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much, and my plan is to return home to Yasuani, and she gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. Filled me with such joy, and I wanted everyone to know, everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve, and now it's gone. I would have let them take every coin to my name if only they left me that bracelet. Would ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. We're getting that bracelet back. Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's whatever. I'm the warrior of Light Lady. I can assure you no harm will come to us. Prince will make certain of that. Hi, Queen Boy. Hello. Welcome in. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint, lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps I could come as well to make sure all proceeds as it should. For some reason, my commands aren't working. Something's wrong with Mix It Up. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wuk-Lamat put so much faith in you both. Or anything else? Let's see her back to Shesawazi Springs. She'll be safer in town. And Iyate there to keep an eye on her. We have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. I will say, I like what they've done with the towns where they have more NPCs around and a lot of them are like moving around and walking around. It makes it feel way more alive. Anvil told me what happened and you needn't worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. That bracelet meant everything to her and those bastards wouldn't even, wouldn't care even if they knew. It makes me sick. At least she's safe. I know you'll set things right. So we're gonna get dessert. Alright, let's go recover that bracelet. While I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as it involves a gift from Wuk-Lamat, we must be mindful of how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. When it comes to violence, I ask you to stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Duskwatch. Well, now, that makes me think you're really strong. Really strong. Are you? I may have saved the star on one occasion. You saved the star, that's a bold claim to make, but if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. Your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tonaten Yawi in the southwest. That old mining town that's abandoned? That's the one. Now the Cerulean Extraction is big business. Nobody wants to waste their time picking at the dried up veins there. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits, not to mention that one with the bracelet fled the direction. You'll be investigating the place. I can let the Duskwatch know if you'd like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. There's something I'd like to ascertain if you've no objections. Right, let's be off. It seems the bandits have claimed the space for themselves. Oh, I can't wait to get some of this gear. They've made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dustwatch not have noticed by now? A question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. Ramshackle as they are, they should prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. The bandits will not notice you here. Well. Don't know what we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand. Praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Not when we've got a boss who can keep the Dustwatch off our backs. Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Maybe so. Who would ever believe one of them Satan souls was running around our crew? That drunk who brought your story about the gold shitting alpaca, am I right? Let me out of here, you bastard. Shut your mouth, you sniveling little brat. Make me. I'll get you all back for framing my friends. The vulture, most of all. You can tell him to eat shit. Okay, how about we give you a chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? But it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot. How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please, please, I'm sorry. Reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions, sell it for a song. Here, your reward, and don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss, thank you. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. I see an ether current. No, don't teleport me. No, I wanted the ether current. So were you able to learn anything? Their leader is a man of the Dustwatch. That would explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him? Seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything else of note? Takoa, the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? And you say they threatened to take him to speak to the Vulture, their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea who's beyond the recent rash of robberies in, Husawati, Husatawi, but we also know he has a bracelet. He has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed will prove difficult, though, if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. We need to get him alone. You're right, if we confront him with his henchmen around, a violent outcome is all but guaranteed. I might have a plan. There's a small settlement to the southeast of here. Luwatinawawasa. That's a long name. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. Another cute town. Here they are, the expansions, sabotenders. Now they do have prickly pear fruits on them. I do want to eat them. We are to retrieve the bracelet without conflict. It won't be done barging in through the front door. We have to lure him out. To that, we'll avail ourselves of Yaheheseya. Dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. It's their breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. A few ingredients and a sample of their feces, I can create an attractant that resembles the scent when burned. We can lure the dragons into the bandits' hideout, flushing out the Vulture and his gang. While they contend with our flying friend, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. I must ask you to collect the excrement. We see that I will go and procure the remaining ingredients. And before you say anything, I did not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would just simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plant we need. Here, take these 3 pouches and see them filled. Great, our poop collection quest of the expansion. I see these cute adobe houses though. I love it here. It's so cute. Dragons are literally pterodactyls. bridge is so long. Listen, there have been some really pretty places, but I'm a sucker for this kind of theming. Finished already, are we? Here you go. Excellent, this will do nicely. Also just mix the feces with the tumble claw fibers, dried nopalitender root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Here we go. Hi Jericho, I'm doing good. We've been live for 8 hours. Playing nothing but Final Fantasy XIV and having a great time. We still have so much more to do for this expansion. You're pissed? Why are you pissed this time? You got Viper to 100 yesterday. Wow, you made quick work. I mean, I would already be done if I wasn't streaming at all. I haven't been doing it off stream. Things ready. Time to set our plan into motion. Which one's the healer dessert? You've been washing your sheets for 8 hours? Oh my god. Vitality crit was for the fruit and aloe jelly. That sounds so good. A tender shortcake. Wait. Is this a shortcake made with prickly pear? That sounds delicious. Piety, crit, vitality. Wild banana blend. It's a banana smoothie. That still sounds tasty. Crit spell speed. Creamy hot chocolate. I mean, this one seems like they both give. Oh no, this one gives more crit. Max 88. But I want the tender shortcake because the prickly pear shortcake sounds so good. But this was actually the better one. I don't care much for the spell speed, but more crit is better. More crit, more better. A fair number appear to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. Are you still doing the story? You just got to 100 already? I mean, still, you started at 80. I'm so sorry, Boobiana. It seems like some of my commands are not working. I don't know why. Mix it up is open. It's just not working. Let me try it again. No. I don't know why. The audio ones aren't working, and neither is my a lot of stuff isn't working. Wait. My hard drive? My hard drive didn't get reconnected. I think that's what's happening. Do I need to restart Mix It Up, or is it gonna work now?
Well, I got it! Oh, you can't use that.
My sound effects were stored on my external hard drive. Okay, there we go. Toss into the bonfire near the middle of town. They'll come soon after work. There we go. It's fixed. What's that smell? Ugh, that reeks. A little Van Clank. Oh, of course it's that sheriff. Boss over there. Yeah, let's get the bracelet now. Oh, he's still stuck in there too. They're gonna kill me, I'm begging you. Well. All that effort and not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anybody would have the balls to take on the vulture. I need to apologize. We were planning to save you eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. The secret, you secret admirers of mine or something? No. I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help. It's mainly called the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? The one and the same. When he's not masquerading as the gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. That would explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're trying to get back something the Vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bailed me out back there. I have an idea where he's hid his cash. Reckon he's heading there now too. Go together. I've got a score to settle with him myself. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so these bandits, they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help evening the odds. That was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how, with a duel. I see, by the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held in account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. We made damn sure they did every time. Before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. And when he showed them how he could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on people it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Pagana and Lewine, and we all agreed that the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel. And he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd win. But when the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. As if it wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. And that's why you're ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was, until that guy with a spear stopped me. No sooner I stepped out of town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner, then, well, you know the rest. You said the Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for Vulture then? No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kimaka, he's honest as they come, a staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chief, who do you think he'd believe? Well, if he knows where the Vulture keeps the spoils, maybe he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? Go for it. For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. A plan? All I ask is that you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at Shishenewezi Springs. I guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. Good you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Or more wild banana blend. Hell yeah. Well, well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for somebody with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with the regular shipments of fuel to Tulialal, where they'll be sold off. Said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business, given the prominence of the piece. No, I'd wager he's not letting that bracelet out of sight until he's got coin in hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after Usawati. Usatawi. But I'm glad you're more than an impulsive child. Well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. There's a lesson in that. The vulture's slippery is a slippery bastard. If we're gonna catch him, we need him in a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. Why am I live? I mean, we're a little past when I would normally end. And I have been going for 2 hours longer than I normally have. So it has already been over 8 hours, but you'll find there's just still more content I want to do. You'll find I'm really into it. Did I take a day off this week at all? Last Sunday. I was going to take Thursday off, but I didn't. In preparation for this, but I didn't. But I'm not in drag, so that basically means this is like a day off. Right? That's how it works, right? Also, Doll Thighs. Andy's back in town. Andy's home. And so Janelle and Andy want to get together to do something sometime soon. We want to do a gaming night. Andy wants to do some clowns because Andy hasn't gotten to play Killer Clowns yet because he was off, you know, doing shit. He hasn't gotten to play it at all yet. And also Danae. We could do something, we can also have Danae there, so it would be us 5. We could probably just get a couple more, you know, maybe like Sparks would probably want to play. And you know, we could get a full clowns group together. Yeah, I figured it'd be a fun time. We just need to figure out a day that we could do that on. But yeah, I'm probably only gonna stream for like another hour or 2, depending on when I get too hungry to continue. Just need to lure him away from here, off to Hasatawi. Would be ideal for that. I need you to help me. Ooh. We're just gonna ignore the fact that Doll Thighs is up at 5 a.m. getting on me for still being live. I mean, that's normal. These are normal hours. I'd be more worried if he was asleep right now, because then that means tomorrow's schedule's fucked already. Sunday though, so I want to get through fucking Dawn Trail. You just woke up. Oh, tomorrow's good. Yeah, tomorrow's fucked. Tomorrow is in fact fucked. Certifiably. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, you're gonna challenge him to that duel. I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. Be breaking the law by using a firearm in town. It's not as if I'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. I don't have veggie casserole stuff. Hey, look, you got your 20 stream streak. Look at that, you found it. Do I do daytime streams this week? You're sick. You're supposed to do daytime activities on Wednesday. Oh, so do you think you're gonna do like Monday, Tuesday, daytime streams, and then do your daytime activities, and then switch to night for like Thursday, Friday? That could make sense. I guess that means you're gonna take Wednesday off, maybe? Because you'll be doing stuff during the day, and then you're gonna have to like sort of swap your schedule around. Oh, thank you for the biddies. That makes sense. Might stream the Wednesday thing, maybe. You've not decided. Well, Axel, you'll find that I don't have anything to play with Doll Dies for the beginning of the week, because I'm still going to be doing Dawn Trail stuff. What's important is that I get him to duel, and with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the Vulture. If only Adam would play Dawn Trail. Yeah, Lurch, he's so far behind. I've been abandoned. I'm just saying, if you played some Final Fantasy, you would have so much of my attention. Still pushing hard for Chain Together. We'll do Chain Together at some point. I think that does sound fun. We just have to schedule it at some point. Scheduling people to play stuff together is always tricky. Plan is not without flaws. What do you think? Also, Lurch, are you already past where I'm at? Because I love this zone. You haven't seen this area yet? Okay, I won't push forward yet. You can just have like a little chat. But I love this entire zone. Like I've been looking forward to all the stuff that I've been wanting the most out of this expansion has been locked away into Shock Taral, the northern area. And so I've just been like, when do I get to go there? When do I get to go there? And I finally get to go there. They're mostly focused on not rot scrolling TikTok. That's real. I can't stand TikTok anymore because TikTok has just turned into, I mean, TikTok is just Temu now. Like, TikTok used to be more interesting to scroll. Now it's literally just Temu. Half of everything that I see on TikTok is just somebody trying to sell me random crap. And I find it really annoying. Like, people complain about ads on my channel, and then they go scroll through TikTok. People being like, have you bought the viral vacuum cleaner that's cheaper than a pizza? I feel bad for the people who bought the viral stair stepper now that it's cheaper than a wagon wheel. Like, it's cheaper than a tomato. And I'm like, I fucking hate everything that's going on here. I hate it. I hate it. And I looked into it, and it's worse than I thought. It's even worse than I thought. because it'd be one thing if all the like eligible for purchase, eligible for commission things were all in like the shop tab, but no, they're all in the For You page. And TikTok is heavily like begging people to sell stuff on TikTok. They are begging people to start selling things. And they're doing the Temu method of everything they're selling is being sold at like a cutthroat like sale that they're losing money on because they're trying to get people addicted to shopping on TikTok. They're literally trying their hardest to get people to associate buying dropship shit and TikTok together. I hate it. Yeah, it's annoying because like TikTok has, you know, in the past been used for good things like spreading information and on where other platforms it would get erased or whatever. It's like it's good for spreading visual information to people, but now it's literally just a fucking it's just QVC. It's just worse QVC. HSN, I hate it. I hate it. Thanks. I sure was lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. The viral pistachio chocolate bar, which you want to make at home. I don't like pistachios. I haven't had one in a long time, so maybe I'll like them now, but I didn't like them before. If you're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. I was seen in Tonatenyawi, so it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, you won't be able to resist taking the bait. You'll want to buy your friend as much time as possible and make your way to Husatawi. Once you've got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. If you have any Twitch support levels above level 1 sub, you get attacked by Twitch begging on behalf of the streamer to raise your support level. It feels really abrasive and awful. What? I've never seen that. Like they actively try to get you to like go bigger. Thing is, I would like to be able to offer stuff to people who want to do bigger subs. But like, I don't know, it's like, there's not enough I can do on the app, like on Twitch itself to make it worth it. There's all kinds of pop-ups for shit now. Never seen these pop-ups. Maybe it's something, is it something like new, or is it something that's been going on for a while? Because like if I go to somebody's channel where I have a sub, I don't usually see that kind of stuff. I don't like that though. It's been going on since the start of June? I just haven't noticed. Or maybe one of my like better Twitch TV things or whatever like blocks it. It's the Brad's past time I deal with him. A gentle poke will get his attention. All right, let's poke him. Yeah, poke. What's this? An unfamiliar face in these parts. Do you have need of the Dustwatch, sir? If you have a level 2 sub, all the streams you tune into that you have just have a level 1 sub, you get pop-ups to increase your sub level Oh, so like if you do a level 2 sub to somebody else, and you go to somebody else that you sub to, they'll be like, hey, do you want to upgrade that to a level 2 as well? I don't like that. It feels pushy. That doesn't sound like that helps the streamer. Like, I think Twitch wants us to push higher tier subs more, but like they don't give us enough on the website itself to like make it have value. It's like, I would love for there to be really cool features that like higher tier sub people can take advantage of, but all they get is like a fancier badge and maybe some extra emotes, but like I don't like just having access. Like, it should be something, I don't know what it should be, but it should be something more. Oh, they split into 4 ranks instead of 3. Oh, okay. But that means that they have a whole new tier of rewards, I guess, for baits. Yeah, I think Twitch wants us to do higher tier subs, but like there's not really much on the app. Oh, R3 is the same shop? Yeah, it's like I would like to, I just don't know what to offer people who want to do a higher tier sub, because I don't want to do it, I don't want it to be something like I'm taking something away from normal subs, or that I'm like super like gatekeeping certain things for people to give more money. But it's like I want something that can reward people that want to do higher tier subs, that isn't, you know, making the lower tier subs worse. I don't know. Dakota tried to rob you, but you apprehended it? See, so desperate was he to see his friends free from prison, he turned to a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, sir. Might I trouble you to take me to him? He's accompanying me now. Work. Not what I wanted. Not that this is an appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist, Shishenewezi Springs is home to a thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables, though. So you say. It's like the way that people do it on like Patreon and stuff is like, it's usually content that's like videos that are pre-made. So it's like you get early access to certain things, the higher tier you get, and you get to make like requests. I guess like I could let higher tier sub people request games to play. Like if you wanted to tier 3 sub for a month, like I would play a certain like, you get to choose like from a library of PS2 survival horror games. I don't know. Yeah, you can change your name color. Is this the place? I don't see him. Oops, silly me. This isn't the right place. Just a little further. Okay, so we can talk to him. Tell me about the ceruleum. There's gold in these fields, blue gold. Best to be wary of the beasts in these parts. They may prefer to snack on cerulean, but for you, I reckon they'd make an exception. You think I'm tasty? You think I'm a tasty snack, sir? Oh, the music here is so good. You're gonna go to bed, Axel. Good night. Is this the place then? Sworn I left him here. Sorry, I'm still learning my way around. Is this some sort of joke? Of all the... Let's keep moving. Herbals. This better be the place. Oh, now I remember. I lived in time to a big rock. Must have been a different big rock. My patience is wearing awfully thin, sir. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I would both dearly regret. I would do some regrettable things with you. Maybe. Your voice was kind of nice. Oops. Ignore it. I love how it fits in so perfectly, like you wouldn't even notice that that's a monster if you don't have like the labels turned on. I do want to just pop their little prickly pears into my mouth though. Unless you'd rather I feed you to one raw, needles and all, cut the chit chat. All right, fine. Jeez. All right, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Where is Zekoa? Tell me where he is or I'll bury you in the same grave. Confounded, he must have escaped. Goodness me. Where could he have gone? That's it. I've had it with these games and I've had it with you. Hey, Wahuate. Hute. Wihute. Hute. Yeah. You looking for me? If you want to place me under arrest, you're gonna have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you.
It's time to duel.
Wahoote!
Wahoote.
Finally caught up to me, I see.
Wahoote.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
In my bag! So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shishenawetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for
Shishenawetsi.
The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
I love his voice.
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Frisk him. You would have had to arrest yourself.
What's the meaning of this, Wahoote?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear. They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Wahoote, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it.
Let your pistols do the talking!
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
I think it's earrings.
You
Where are those
refuse,
from?
then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zekawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wihute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go. As are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zakua? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Here, this was Vawuk Lamott's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I love this completely random tangent we went on.
Ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the Vulture.
That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Phew, it's finally over. I couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Now that we have the bracelet, let us return to Shinsumezi Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. No, we weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. Work. My bracelet, thank you. Thank you so much. This is much more than just a gift, it's a part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wuklamhat's blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us more of long-standing acquaintances. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised. The deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. Always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. There you are, the real Daybreakers have arrived. I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Bikana and Lewine. If it wasn't for you believing in Zekoa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it was to see that bastard, Ahute put behind bars. We never gave up hope that Zekoa would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with this plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now, and lacking in strength, besides some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dustwatch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day, so no one will get the better of us ever again. Isn't that right? Right, and you'll teach us how to draw our pistols so fast, won't you? Teach us how you draw your pistol so fast. Well, we won't need a duel if all goes as it should. But, on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure that everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days, I'll be sure to repay it. On that you have my word. Until we meet again. You'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here yet a while, though. Do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Were you not planning on taking the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended, didn't I tell you? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. Earthquake. It must have happened when we were still down south. There have been quite a few tremors of late, and a rather large one struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when the service will resume, you could speak with the station master yourself. Let's do that. The station is just over there. It seems to be learned too happy about the train delays.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliyollal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors.
If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful. Thank you! Thank you so much! I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
He looks exactly like the guy from Twine.
There they are. That's them, the 2 volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nito Ikwe. And this grizzled mug is Zapia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Wait, they look both like the they all look like the Twine people.
I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
They all look like the Twine people. That's so funny.
Something the matter?
So they did decide to draw a like a parallel between these people.
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
I love that we got a callback right when I was mentioning how this all like reminds me of Twine. We got a literal connection to Twine. So fun. Although I fear I did want to go another hour, but I think I'm truly reaching the end of my rope. I mean, it's only been 9 hours of streaming today on my off day. I think it's okay if I wrap it up. Thank y'all for all hanging out though. Let's go find someone to raid though. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna go raid. And I'll be back tomorrow to play more. IBD print. Yeah, I had I was like 3,400 in line when I logged in today, but it went faster than the day before when I had the queue was like 2,000 people, but it took like twice as long for some reason. Don't know why. Let's see who's online. We haven't raided Decipher Pup in a while. Do you want to go watch some DBD? There was DDoSing today? I didn't notice it. It must have been before I was playing. Let's go raid Decipher. He hasn't been going for very long. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. I guess later today, whatever you want to call it. I'll probably be in drag. Depends on how tired I am. But I'm gonna get some food and we'll be back tomorrow to play even more. I'm excited because I love this area. I'm having a lot of fun with the storyline. All right, be nice to decipher, spam a bunch of emotes, maybe some rose toys, maybe some, I don't know, some running emotes. We don't use those so much anymore. But have fun. He's playing the anniversary event. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. I had a fun Sunday. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye.
I think we did Toolbox last time. It kind of feels like, oh, you're just going to be playing evasive, and that's it. That's your entire build.